Picture this. It's 6 a.m., you set your alarm, you're lying in bed. You're already scrolling through your phone. You feel the weight in your chest, the whisper of doubt. I don't feel like doing this today. You tell yourself you'll wait until your coffee or until the playlist kicks in, until you feel ready. But that feeling, it never shows. Hours slip by, the task remains undone. And by evening, you're sinking into that familiar loop of shame and frustration. Why can't I just get it done? If this sounds like you, if you've been stuck waiting for motivation and watching your goals drift away, then this episode is for you. I'm Nirra, 3-time Olympian and tech sales professional. And today we're breaking down exactly how to stop waiting for motivation and start building unstoppable momentum. So let's get to it. Step number 1, the energy alignment method. Redefine consistency by knowing yourself. Consistency isn't about willpower. It's about self-awareness. You can't build discipline around the wrong energy. So here's what you're going to do. Pick one task you wanted to be consistent with but have struggled to keep up with. Then pause and ask yourself, why can't I stay consistent? I actually found that habits hardest to stick to were often scheduled at the wrong time of the day, when my energy was low. So for example, I kept trying to be a bedtime reader. And every night I say, yo, tonight's the night. And every night I fall asleep after like 2 pages. So I started reading in the morning or midday instead, when I had the energy and the space. That small adjustment literally changed everything. Consistency got easier when I worked with my energy and not against it. So here's how you can apply it. Audit your energy. When are you most alert, creative, calm, or focused? Move your goal or habit into that window. Instead of committing to like a fixed time duration, like 30 minutes, set a minimum requirement so small you can do on your worst day, like 5 minutes. And here's a trick for the tough days. I call it the call and do rule. When you're stuck, call someone you trust and tell them, stay on the phone while I start this. It creates accountability, removes isolation, the 2 biggest killers of momentum. So this is why it works. Replacing motivation with energy awareness and connection, the real engines of consistency. So this is what I want you guys to do today, guys. Ask yourself this one question. What's one habit I failed to stay consistent with? And when do I actually have the energy to do it well? Write that down, reflect on it, and let me know how that is. So let's get into step number 2, the 80% rule, progress over perfection. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up more times than you don't. So this is what you're going to do. Most people quit because they confuse consistency with perfection. But true consistency isn't about never missing a day. It's about showing up more often than not. This week, I want you to measure success by participation, not perfection. Count how many days you did the thing and celebrate those days. So for example, when I was preparing for the Olympics, I wake up at 5 a.m. for training. Some days I cancel and I beat myself up for it all week. But then I realized I was training 5 out of 6 days. That's elite level consistency. So I started celebrating the days I did show up. I check it off, give myself a little pat on the back, something small but physical to anchor the win. Rewire my brain to attach pride to progress, not shame to imperfection. Here's how you guys can apply it. Track your habit for 1 week. Focus on frequency, how many days you showed up. Reinforce each win with a physical action like check it off, a fist pump, a clap, or literally say, let's go. And this is why it works, guys. Your brain craves repetition and emotion. When you reward the behavior you do, it wants to repeat it. Ask yourself this, guys. What's one thing I've been hard on myself for missing? And how can I celebrate the times I'd show up instead? And the last step, step 3, the bounce back blueprint. How to recover fast when you fall off. The difference between amateurs and professionals isn't about the pros never miss. It's that they bounce back faster. That's one of my favorite quotes from James Clear. So this is how you're going to apply it, guys. Everyone falls off. Everyone misses days. That's not failure. That's human. The real question is, how fast do you get back on track? Professionals like LeBron James and Serena Williams miss days too. The difference is when they do, they have a bounce back strategy. For me, that meant if I skipped a workout or had an off day, I didn't spiral. I focused on what I could control, setting myself up to succeed the next day. If I missed a morning workout, I go to bed earlier that night. I wasn't punishing myself for missing. I was preparing myself to return. How you apply it. Write down your bounce back strategy. One action that helps you recover momentum. Keep it visible on your mirror, phone, or journal. When you slip, don't dwell on it. Activate your plan. So this is why it works. When you define your recovery plan in advance, remove guilt and replace it with action. You teach your brain that failure isn't final, it's feedback. So ask yourself this: what's my bounce back strategy when I fall off? And how can I make it easy to remember? So coming to the end, guys, motivation fades, momentum compounds. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to start small, show up often, and bounce back quickly. Because the people who win in sports, business, and life aren't the ones who never miss. They're the ones who refuse to stay off track. If this episode hit home for you, DM me and share your favorite takeaway. I want to hear how you're building your momentum this week. So guys, take 10 seconds right now. Subscribe to The Champion's Mind on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and hit subscribe on my YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. And remember, guys, your mindset is your power. Use it. Peace.